Oh, Shit Koopa says 98. I cannot believe this is 98, which means tomorrow Carrie will be here for 99, and then Thursday it's 100. I cannot. I mean, that's how math works, right? And counting, but I cannot believe that we are almost at 100 episodes. And I said, oh, we'll just do this as long as the pandemic's going on and people are working from home and things are still shut down. I never thought we'd hit 100, but here we are. Hey, Mama. That's like the 100th time I've said that too now, isn't it? I've talked to you more this way than I have in person lately. But cheers to us. That is a good time. So before we get rolling, I wanted to disclose some details about, actually I got people joining. I see the numbers ticking up. So for the 100th episode, one of the things that we're going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some giveaways to celebrate the 100th episode. So the way you can enter to win, and the things are going to be some of my favorite things is what we're going to be giving away. So I'll be giving away a bandana from Bandits Bandanas, one of my favorites. Some first class nuts from greatnuts.com. I am loving the first class nuts, which as we've talked about before is that there's a surplus of them now that the flights aren't full and the nut companies are selling them on the side, I guess. I don't know how that works, but they're fantastic. I love them. Giving away some of that. I got some Golden Girls swag. I got some Mickey Mouse swag because, you got to see all the Mickeys here. And the way you can enter, I'm not giving away an RV, Cam. An RV, yeah. I'm not giving away an RV. Although, at the rate that we're spending money on it, we have to put a new tire on it now because one of the tires has a little bit of rubber rot and Todd doesn't want it blowing out. And that's like a $600 tire. So maybe giving it away would actually be the more prudent financial decision for us. But that is not what we're going to do. And the way you can enter to win is, let me go to my captions here, text on screen. That's the wrong one. Let me redo that. You go to coopedup.com. Enter. You go to coopedup.com to enter, and that is how. And it is impossible to miss. It is the first thing on the screen. At the top of the screen, there's a picture of me holding a sign that says 100 episodes, and you click on that, and then there's like a little entry form. And what you can do is you can enter there, and then there's ways that you can get bonus entries. I'm learning all this new shit about computers and technology and all that stuff that I did not know. So my sister is saying, wait, start over. For those of you who have just joined, in celebration of 100 episodes, which is Thursday, I have started a contest. It is now live, and it will end middle of the day on Thursday, where you can enter to win some of my favorite things. And you go to coopedup.com for the details on that. It's just one entry. I'm going to have a whole bunch of stuff, and I've just put a smattering of things on there already, but there will be more things. And if you represent somebody and you want me to give away your shit, just contact me. I might do that too. So it'll be fun. Lots of different prizes, though. Some of my favorite bandanas, some first class nuts, some Golden Girls swag, Mickey Mouse swag. My sister, suddenly her ears perked up. I'm trying to remember what else I put on there. I can't remember what else, but it'll be fun stuff. Maybe a Total Wine & More gift card or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'm still pulling that all together, but you can enter now. It's one entry form, and that enters you for each of the prizes. So to celebrate 100 episodes, exciting stuff, right? So anyway, I would love it if you entered. That would be so meaningful to me, and I would love to send you a prize as well. So, and you can enter. There's many. My sister's asking, how many entries? Or no, 1,000. Sarah wants me to go to 1,000. Yay! I'm here for that. My sister wants to know how many entries. So you can enter as many times as you like. So you enter once, and then there's ways that you can come back for a daily entry. There's ways to get bonus entries by liking the Facebook, following me on Instagram. I know you're not on Instagram, but maybe sign up for a prize. I don't know. Lots of different ways you can get little bonus entries. Tell your friends about it, all that sort of stuff. So, and also I will be giving away some of the prizes live on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to do all of them because that might make a boring episode. Also, a lot of people watch this live, but then a lot of people watch it. I get most of the people who say they watch it afterwards because not everyone has the luxury of watching at 4:15. I really appreciate you, though, for taking the time to do that. But there may be some people that win that you just don't hear their names that often because they're not watching the live broadcast, but they do watch it later. So anyway, so with that, let's just get into what I was going to talk about today. So 2020 dilemma, 2020 issue, 2020 saga. So I get all the way to the fucking grocery store and realize that I had taken my mask out of the car to wash it. Because now we got to wash masks too, right? So who knew that? So I didn't have a mask in the car. So I was like, damn it. Had to get back in the car, drive home, get the mask, and then turn around and go back to the store. Because I was going specifically to get something that we needed for dinner last night. And who would have thought even 6 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe 8 months ago, I don't know, that we would be in a place where we'd be like, I'm not allowed into a grocery store unless I am wearing facial protection. But here we are. It was crazy, right? Don't say so. Don't say so. Literally, I have this on here. Don't say so. I'll put it up closer to the screen, actually, so I can see it more often. Aaron is saying we kick out the nanny at 4 o'clock so we can pour a drink and watch Cooped Up. Well, I appreciate you for that. By the way, this was not on my script. I was actually going to talk with Carrie about it tomorrow, so I probably still will. Carrie's on tomorrow. We'll talk about it then. I can't get that WAP song out of my head. Like, no matter how hard I try, I cannot get it out of my head. And I see you, Aaron, on the TikTok doing the dance. I don't know what time that was. You obviously stay up a lot later than I do. But, and I'm thinking you might drink more than I do, which I did not think possible. But Aaron, who is Aaron Kyle, I think, on TikTok, if you follow him, with 7,000 other people who follow him. I think you're at 7,000 now. Just doing his white daddy WAP. I'm not going to say it's good. It is funny, though. Anyway, so I got to stop. It's a really, really bad habit I am trying. Aaron, you say you have 11,000? How have you jumped from 7,000 to 11,000 since I started talking about it? Was I wrong? Or have you literally gained like 4,000 followers in the last month? That is crazy. Crazy. TikTok. I don't do shit for shit on there, but I am on there, and I'm Cooped Up. I am COOPEDUP. I'm Cooped Up on TikTok and on Instagram too, so you can follow there. 12. Oh, that was at. Oh, holy moly! See, I am like a 10:30. If I am up until 10:30, I accidentally stay up till 11 Saturday night watching the TikToks. The TikToks. That is really late for me. I am not a late person. And Monica wants to do a Carrie segment called Carrie Knows. She always has solutions for most everything. I know. She needs to be part of my network. That's what it is. This is going to be my own. And she's going to be my Gail. I always say she's the Gail to my Oprah. That's what I always say. What else was I going to say? So I forgot wearing a mask. I was going to tell you all about that, which I did. And then you know how I have been bitching about fucking prissy-ass neighbors lately? Yes, I am still going to continue that because there is a new thing that has come up. So first it was reporting Bernadette, the RV that was parked in front of the house. Then we had our bushes reported, our shrubs at the driveway entrance, that they're, I don't know what they are, that they've been there for 12 fucking years and they're too big. I'm going to drop a lot of F-bombs on this. Now I saw in the paper that, so we live on this green belt that blends into a golf course. And so we kind of straddle both, and there's a tennis court between the two of them. We live across the street from that. In that green belt, some wonderful neighbor of ours, who is, none of us are certain what the deal is, made these custom fit adorable doors that go into all the knots and holes in all the different trees. And they're different colors and they have different themes. Like there's a Doctor Who one. There's one that's just a classic gnome door that has a bunch of cute little hardware on it. There's one that's gay pride. There's one that's, I can't remember what the other ones are. Stay calm and whatever. So that started probably 6 or 7 years ago. I mean, it's been a long time that those have been going up. And then over the years, it's just kind of creeped into other people have added stuff. And so like there's a game of gnomes. And so there's like a one of those thrones that has like the spires in it, that has a gnome sitting on it that's in one of the trees. And it's like a little hidden. Some of them are much more obvious than others. And then there's one that says Black Gnomes Matter. There's one that just went up with that. You know, all these different things. Well, some fucking prissy ass bitch, and I use bitch in the sense of human, not a woman necessarily. Some prissy ass bitch has reported it to the city. And they were coming, and it was reported in the news. The Dallas Morning News got caught wind of it. They were going to tear them all out this Thursday, like the day after tomorrow. They were going to come with cherry pickers to get the ones up in the tree. This is literally what they were going to spend their time on, because someone reported it, and the city said, well, they didn't get a permit to put these art installations in, so they're illegal art installations, and we have to tear them out. The gnomes did not have a permit. Seriously. I don't know who this new person is, or this newly medicated person, or this person who needs to be medicated, or what, who this person is. But if I find out, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It will be a battle royale. You can fuck with my RV, you can fuck with my bushes, but don't fuck with the gnomes. The kids love the gnomes. They're adorable. They're so sweet and so nice. If I find out it was Todd, the words will be on the table too. But just drives me insane. And we don't even have like an HOA. It's not like a new neighborhood where they regulate everything. I mean, it's a city neighborhood. It's pretty loosey-goosey on certain things, but there are obviously rules of a city that we may or may not be violating just through over the course of the years of things growing in or doing things or unknowingly doing stuff. But someone has obviously taken it upon themselves to make it their mission. And I don't think they're picking on us specifically. I think it's just because we're in such a public area. Just driving me nuts. So, or maybe there's a new code enforcement officer. I have no idea what's going on. Just driving me nuts, though. And Raven is saying, you can bet they're on the North Oak Cliff Facebook group. I know. I've had to unfollow that group. I'm still a member technically, and I will go in and check in occasionally just to see what's going on. But that group has turned into like Nextdoor, where people just bitch about every fucking thing on there. And I come out of there feeling so just pissed sour about our neighborhood and the people in it that I had to stop getting them, because I was just tired of all the fighting and everything. But I guarantee you that is on there. And Christopher Mike is saying, probably the same one that reported your shrubs. Exactly. And it's offensive prison workout Chris's equipment across the street. Yes. So across the street on this walking trail, there's a circle that has been landscaped. The landscaping at one point looked like a tombstone with some stuff around it. All that stuff has since grown in, some Texas sage. It looks a lot better. But there is a piece of workout equipment that looks like something that you would see. My sister calls it prison workout equipment. It looks more like something you would see like on Venice Beach. Kind of, everything is attached. And you can do lifts and pulls and pushes and all that kind of stuff. So I'm told. The kids just play on it like a jungle gym. But she makes fun of that we have that there. And Cynthia, yes, someone needs to remove the stick from their ass. I agree completely. Just burns my biscuits, as they say. Just burns my biscuits about that. By the way, did you hear that people are fleeing the cities right now because of COVID and realizing they don't need to live in the city anymore? I mean, I've read about this, but I actually know many, many people who are doing. I have multiple friends who have left New York. I have one who left New York who just told me earlier this week, and they're going to San Francisco. I don't know that that's much of a change, but supposedly to get a U-Haul in San Francisco, it's like a 4-week wait or something like that, and they're booked solid, and they're charging premium prices because people are moving out. Because you move there to have stuff to do, right? You don't move there because you like your apartment. You don't move there because you even know your roommate. You move there because there's theater and culture and parks and all this kind of stuff. Well, when all that's taken away, and you can work from, and you also move there for jobs, obviously. And when your job can be done anywhere, and you're not allowed to go to restaurants or movie theaters or actual like acting theaters or anything like that, it's like, why live there? Why not move someplace that's a little bit more slower paced, easier going? Now that broadband internet is kind of ubiquitous across the country, like, why not move somewhere? And then I talked to someone today, Justin Baldoni, who is an actor who played Raphael, I think is his name, on Jane the Virgin. So we're working with him on a project at the moment. And he's moving out of LA, and he's moving out to Ojai into a gorgeous house out there. And I mean, even the actors, and I've also read about a lot of actors and such leaving Los Angeles and moving like to Montecito, Santa Barbara, even like San Luis Obispo, just hours. I mean, I think Montecito is like an hour and a half outside of LA. Just moving up the coast towards, I don't know if that's cheaper, but it's at least more space and easier going and less people to contaminate you. But that's a trend. So if these bitches moving into the city or in my neighborhood are doing this, they're souring us. I mean, we're not moving, but anyway. What else was I going to tell you about? Oh, for some reason, I've talked about Fletcher's Corny Dogs a lot lately because it's State Fair time and they've canceled it and all that stuff. I have to give the Fletcher's Corny Dog people some major props, though. So supposedly, I was reading an article today, supposedly they sell between 500,000 and 600,000 corny dogs during like the 25-day run of the State Fair, right? And that's their main source of income. I mean, that's a lot and so if that's canceled, it's like, what the hell are they going to do, right? So they have, instead of being like, woe is me, what they've done is they have done a food truck, and that has been touring and having pop-ups around the city for the last 2 months or so. People waiting hours to get a Fletcher's Corny Dog. I don't like them that much, but they're good. But I like them because they are at the fair. To me, it's not the same if you just go get one, just to go get one. But so they've been doing that. And then they've announced they're part of this fair drive-through thing. And I think they're the driving force of this fair drive-through where you pay $100 and you get like food for 2 or 4 people or whatever. I don't remember what it is. And you drive through and you get it and all that kind of stuff. I was talking about that the other day. Well, now they announced today that at Golden Chick, I think, and that's in multiple states. It's in like Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, I think. News-ish, keep that in mind. My facts may not be totally correct. I do know it's Golden Chick. They're now going to be from September 1st, so today, until October 25th. If you go to a Golden Chick, they are selling Fletcher's Corny Dogs also at Golden Chick. So I think that is so smart of them. At first, I was like, if they're selling them at Golden Chick, doesn't that make it not as important at the fair? But then I realized, I kept reading, and it's a limited time. It is basically during the State Fair, a little bit longer, because the State Fair usually is just the month of September. This goes until the end of October. But good for them. That family's got to protect themselves. They are killing it. That is what Suzanne is saying. They are killing it. And at first, I was like, it's a little much. They even came out with like leggings. Like I saw like running leggings and such where they had the Fletcher's Corny Dog stuff on them, where one leg looked like a corny dog or something. At first, I was just like, but now I appreciate it because they're having to protect. I didn't realize they sold 500,000 to 600,000 corny dogs in the span of like this little period. I mean, that's a lot of cheddar, yo. I got to protect that. I get it. So, and Suzanne is saying, same for Seattle. Several of their friends are moving out of the city. I mean, why stay there? If it's expensive and small and dirty, and there's a lot of crime right now on all of the major cities that's going on, there's just, why stay? Why not move to a smaller town that is maybe on the outskirts, maybe within an hour's drive of the city? Because if an hour's drive is tolerable if like you have to go in for a presentation or for a meeting, or even if you just have to do it once a week, go in for the day and you drive an hour and back. But then you can live in like some Norman Rockwell kind of life on a farm somewhere. And the people who live in the city also, I mean, if I sold my house now, the amount of house I could buy, if I went to like where my sister lived, I could have the biggest mansion in town and have this wonderful life in between gay bashings. But yes, Phyllis is saying that Fletcher's used to have little drive-through shacks like Fox Photo. I won a 10-speed bike at a grand opening of a Fletcher's in my neighborhood when I was in the 5th grade. Wow, that's quite a memory. I love that. And Sandy does love hearing about people being innovative during this time. I think there's a couple of silver linings of all of this. I think that the family time has been great if you like your family, which I do. I know a lot of people don't. I think that the kind of the slowing down of the pace of things, the the figuring out technology and how we can use technology, the video, people using video. I mean, I wasn't doing this, and now I'm at 100 episodes, right? And other people are doing it, cooking classes and all these the things that the restaurants are having to do to survive. I just love it. And then I just think the innovation part of it, just people, what is it? Necessity is the mother of all invention. Isn't that what they say? I think that is proven true right now. So I love it. I love it. What else was I going to talk about? I saw that, we're having weather. So if you're in the North Texas area, and I think if you were in like the far North Texas area, you've already been having weather all day today. We've only gotten little sprinkles, but supposedly we are in for like 4 days of thunderstorms. And so I am excited about the Pete Delkus, that's our local weatherman, the Pete Delkus mini-series that is coming. So you can always tell if it's going to be a normal storm or a bad storm. First of all, he interrupts every fucking show. So if there is a drop of rain, he's going to interrupt it, right? This is on our ABC affiliate, WFAA. And I don't, they're not my favorite news broadcasts, but I do like him a lot. But he interrupts everything. Sorry, my allergies today. I think it's because all the stuff is blowing in. He interrupts everything, preempts everything. Even if just to tell you, hey, weather's coming, we'll keep you posted, just interrupts the shit out of stuff. So then he starts off, he's got the jacket on and the tie. Well, as the evening goes on, the tie starts to loosen up. The jacket might come off. Actually, the tie loosens up first. And then you realize when he takes the jacket off, you're like, oh, it's serious. This is real shit. So then when he starts rolling his sleeves up and the tie comes off, holy balls, you better go for thing. But he turns it into a 16-day mini-series. It is the best. It is just him watching, explaining everything. And he says, when you live in a big area, Dallas-Fort Worth is, I think, the 4th largest metro in the United States now. And it's bigger than most countries. And we have all these little towns, Watauga and Mansfield. And I'm trying to think of some of the ones that have funny names, that Waxahachie. All these names, most of those are ones that you would hear normally. But there's some of them where they only say them during weather broadcasts. And they've had to memorize, that all the weathermen have had to memorize, or weather people have had to memorize all of these different names. It just cracks me up to hear them say it and to really give love and attention to everybody. And they're watching the hooks and they're broad. My favorite thing is now that they can broadcast it out and they're like, it's going to hit here at 6:11 and here at 6:12 and here at 6, like by town. It just cracks me up. I love it. And all the broadcasters sort of do this, but Pete Delkus is like the pro here in Dallas at doing it. He has just got it done. Good. And then he starts getting real passive aggressive with the camera person. He's like, go back to that previous screen. I said the previous screen. He gets it. Cracks me up. So, but we're getting the rain. We're going to get the rain. It's going to be good. It's a Category 4 weather report. Yes. And it's going to be cooler too. I think today, so yesterday it was like 117 degrees. Not really, it was like 103. Might as well have been. I think that, I think today it maxed out at like 92 or something, 94. And tomorrow's like 89. But the humidity is just like off the chart. My hair is huge as a result. But some of the names that they say of these towns, it just cracks me up on there too. But I am really, really excited about the mini-series that will be on TV tonight with Pete Delkus. Actually, I have no idea when the weather actually hits, but I think it's coming soon. I can look out the window, and it's kind of dark. And the windows are wet, so I think it may have sprinkled a little bit, but it wasn't the main rain. Am I doing better with not saying so? I think I am. Please let me know. But now that I say it, it's like, I want to say it so bad. I want to say so bad. Yeah, it's all of these names of towns. What is going on with my screen now? Okay. I'm trying to click on your comments, and I'm hoping that I'm still broadcasting. Okay. What else was going on that I wanted to talk to y'all about? Let's see. Oh, did y'all see that the airlines, I don't know if you saw this, that the airlines, most of them are progressively starting to ditch all of the change fees. So the change fees involve, like if you buy a ticket to go to Las Vegas, you go to buy a ticket to San Antonio or whatever, and you buy it and you need to change the ticket for any reason. Half the time they charge you the damn same price to change the ticket as it would be to just buy a new ticket, right? It's the dumbest thing ever. Occasionally you get away with it if it's like I had a New York trip where I am the worst about if it's 2 months back to back that have like 31 days, like July and August, or no, it's not it. Like February and March. So because February has 28 days, February and March have the exact same calendar. So if the 1st of February is on a Tuesday, the 1st of March will be on a Tuesday, just because of how that works, right? I cannot tell you how many times I have accidentally booked a return ticket before my leaving ticket. And I don't even know how they allow you to do that, but yet they do. But one of the things that drives me nuts is that when you want to change the fee, unless you bought like an exorbitantly expensive ticket. Like one time we were in New York and I accidentally bought a ticket back on Sunday evening, and I was really supposed to stay until Monday evening. And that Sunday evening ticket was really expensive because Sundays are always more expensive to fly back. When I tried to change it to Monday, they're like, no problem, because that Monday ticket costs nothing. So I could have gotten it for a lot less. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay a change fee because I'd already kind of prepaid the change fee, right? So they're doing away with all of these. My wonder, though, on that is I know so many people, including Todd, who used to work at American Airlines, twice actually, and we had flight benefits. I feel horrible for the people who have flight benefits because it used to be that you could plan a trip a little bit in advance and know that people weren't going to be changing flights. So if a flight was open at 3 o'clock on Thursday, right now you could look at 3 o'clock on Thursday, and if it was going to be open, you'd be like, okay, that one's probably going to stay open. It will probably be okay because the people who are going to travel later in the evening, maybe because they had meetings or whatever, would just stick with that, right? Well, now if it's free to change and you booked a 5 o'clock flight, it's going to incentivize people to book that like 5 o'clock flight in case their meeting runs long, they're safe. But if it gets out earlier, they can just jump on the 3 o'clock flight instead, right? That's going to jack up all of the people who want to fly on their employee benefits. I'm not so keen on that. What did my screen do? My screen did something where I can't type on your comments anymore. I can see them. Sandy's saying I shouldn't shove myself to death on the so's. I appreciate that. And Suzanne, whose husband is a pilot for American Airlines, says, yep, sucks for non-revs. It's going to be a nightmare. I just cannot imagine what that's going to be like. I feel horrible for them. I feel horrible. I mean, I love not having to pay a change fee, and I hope that that's going to trickle. And they're changing it for good. This is not just through the pandemic. This is not just until things get back to normal. They're saying it's a permanent change. Now, granted, they can always bring it back. I've also never understood why, like these extra fees and stuff like that. Like if I'm already a customer of yours, treat me good. That's what I think. It's sort of like, I hate resort fees at hotels too. Drives me nuts. If you go to a hotel that is in a resort area, like at the beach or something like that, right? Why would I pay a fucking resort fee if resort is already in the name of your hotel? Like, I don't understand that. Just bake it into the price. And I realize that it's a way to trick people into thinking they're paying less. And then you make them end up paying what you want them to pay, or just get these little fees here and there. But those fucking resort fees add up. It ends up being, sometimes it's as much as like $100 a day to be at this resort. And I booked the resort because you have the pool and you have the access to the beach and all that stuff. Just drives me insane. I hope the resort fees go away too. That is one that I think that they probably will. I mean, if the airlines are doing this, I bet the hotel owners are starting to rethink all of their little nickel and diamond and stuff that you can do in the good times, but in the hard times, you can't do it so much. So I'm going to give away a t-shirt that says, so that's what I'm going to do, or create one just for fans of Cooped Up. All righty, well, that's all I have for today. Carrie is on tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the 99th episode. I cannot believe that. 99 episodes tomorrow, leading up to 100. So don't forget to go to coopedup.com to register. There's a little thing, there's a picture of me holding a sign that says 100 episodes. You can go to the entry form there to enter to win. And it's one entry for a whole bunch of stuff. I have not even listed everything. I threw that together a little bit ago, and I'm going to go in and kind of edit it and fix it up. But 100, I wish I could give away 100 prizes, but that gets real expensive real fast. But just please go there. And in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow. I love you. It is important to know you are loved, and I love that you watch this. This is my therapy. And honestly, it's probably the most words I've said all day because it's really, really quiet now that the kids are back at school. And don't shoot yourself to death. Stay away from people. And Crystal is saying there's a resort fee on every strip hotel in Vegas. Drives me insane. Just be a resort. Charge me to go to your resort. Don't charge me something I can't refuse either. Because you can't not. Sorry, I'm getting back on that bandwagon or that soapbox. If you stay at one of those hotels, you can't say, I don't want to pay the resort fee because I don't plan to use the pool. They don't let you do that either. So just bake it in. Anyway, with that, I will see you tomorrow at 4:15 for another episode of Cooped Up Live, should I say. And Carrie will be here with me. So I'll talk to you later. Bye. Love y'all.